Said it's never too late to catch a vibe now, and it's never too late to state a fact. I said it's never too late to catch a ride now, and it's never too late to get on track. I'm talking never too late. The podcast.
What's up out there, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Never Too Late podcast. Y'all know what it is, the most lucrative podcast where the insight is going to always meet that real talk. What's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Yes!
What they do?
Yeah, we do. Let's get it, baby. Let's do it.
Good to be here.
This man, yeah.
That's good, man. That's what I love to hear. So what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Nick J. Cross, checking in.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Cam HK.
It's your boy Jet, the one and only WearAMask.
Boy, Jay Hair out here in nature was good.
You are on the court.
What, a basketball court?
I'm saying, man. The young boy, young Marco, man, checking in, and I'll give you buckets on that court, bro.
Amazing greatness, the greatest grace since, man. Y'all know who it is.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Miami.
That's everybody right there, man, and we make up the brew. So, Jay Hair, what you got going on in that news rundown, man? Let's buckle up and get into another great show.
Sir, so we got a lot going on today. In today's news, the nation has said its final goodbyes to beloved Congressman John Lewis. Rest in peace to him. During his recent celebration of life, many individuals paid their respects, and there was a eulogy from Barack Obama himself, with one highlight being his call to renew the Voting Rights Act before this upcoming election. This was inspired after months of social injustice and political issues that were taking place in our nation. Next up, the death toll for coronavirus has reached over 150K in the U.S. So we urge y'all to continue to keep wearing your mask and keep practicing social distancing, please, please, please. This week, the Senate has introduced the second idea for the stimulus bill, and they call it the CARES 2 Act. And there's been plenty of variations of this whole stimulus thing coming back, circling around. So hopefully we get that check coming in soon. We'll see what's good. Lastly, in weather news, Tropical Storm Isaias, I believe that's how you say it. They had so many pronunciations, man. It's been formed in the Caribbean. It is making its way to Florida and to the U.S. So y'all please be prepared for this upcoming weather change and stay safe out there as well. For today's Black Excellence, I got something that's good for the ladies out there who's listening. So Dr. Anika Goodwin, she is an eye surgeon that is the founder of Opulence MD Beauty. And she created a magnetic lash extension. And those are safer for your eyes because they avoid the usual glue and formaldehyde. So I urge y'all to check her out and support that Black business. Back to you, Nick.
That boy said Hurricane Acai Berry.
Eastside Meal.
Isaias.
Shout out to Eastside Meal.
You say it, bro. Hey, that's how you
Say
say
Eastside Meal.
Right, man. Hey, whatever it is, like how Jordan said, make sure everybody out there is being safe during this time. Please be safe. So, guys, let's go ahead and get into some what's brewing. So, Kwame, I know you got some pop culture news for us today, man. So, what's up?
Listen, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you're a listener, just please stay down with us, bro, because apparently Michelle Obama done started a podcast called the Michelle Obama Podcast, and like, well, how are we supposed to compete with that, bro? Can y'all just we can bank on the fact that we are 6 Black men, and it's a total contrast to what Michelle Obama talking about. But like, what we gonna do if Michelle Obama put out a 2-hour episode? You know how many Black people gonna listen to it. I'm listening. We might lose me.
Look, Michelle started a podcast. There's gonna be a whole segment on the show. We're just gonna listen to Michelle's podcast. We're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna find a way to get our listeners, bro.
Come on now.
Hey, man, I'm trying to be a guest. Y'all playing.
No cap.
I'm trying to be episode 3.
You might well collab, Michelle. Let's do it.
I'm about to say, shout out to our first guest that she had on there, Barack. You know what I'm saying?
He a fan of the party, so, Barack, tell her tune in. Man, collab. Come on.
I was going to say collab. Let's go ahead and get that going.
Yeah.
NTL Michelle Obama Podcast.
They get somebody real reform going, man. Yeah, sir. Shout out to Michelle for that, though.
Yeah. It's a good look for her, man. Absolutely. I know she got some good stuff that we always going to be wanting to talk about and, just listen to. So,
Black women, y'all stay down. Stay down with us, too, please. We're going to stay down for y'all.
No cap.
Please.
10 toes down.
But shoot, while we're talking about Black women, let me go ahead and tell y'all about the that Moesha and that half and half.
Whoa,
He to the.
And
He to the.
sister.
yeah.
Talk to him, Cal.
Y'all don't know about that. There's some youngsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, Netflix coming out with all the black shows. But what shows y'all looking forward to the most coming out? I believe they start coming out August. I want to say August 1st.
Mm-hmm.
First.
Yeah. What y'all looking for?
Man, I'm trying to see that one-on-one.
That one.
One-on-one.
Get that boy Flex.
Yeah,
What
shout out
boy?
Flex, Kyler Pratt. Shout out to all them, man. That's an underrated one right there, man.
Hey,
Definitely.
Kyler Pratt was that deal back there. Let's speak on it.
Well, she
Hold
still
on
live
now.
fine. No
I'm
cap.
gonna go ahead and say. I'm gonna go ahead and say, 'cause I know ain't nobody else gonna say it. What's up with that girlfriends? Come on,
No,
now.
y'all with that one, cuz.
Girl, come on now. They don't know about that one. That's for the real old heads for real, bro. Come on now.
They
Talk to
think
them.
Tracy is Rainbow.
Come on, they don't know. They don't know for
Right,
Nah,
Jack. Go ahead and get him,
real.
man. Y'all see where Tracy came from. Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all better tune in.
I ain't gonna cap. I want to see Sister.
Oh yeah, that's
It's been a minute since I seen Sister, man.
one right there.
Come
on.
I miss you.
Shouts out my boy
man.
Taj, man.
Yeah, shout out. But I know one show they were saying they gonna have the first 3 seasons on there. They bringing the game back.
Oh, off real.
The game gonna be
House of Mac don't play that.
I
They
need
bring the
it.
game on there. It's just gonna be the first 3 seasons though.
The
Ding
first-
dong.
How many seasons? How many seasons in the game?
Bro, like 32.
They got. I'm about to say
32.
much of that.
That bitch turned to Empire, ain't it?
That's what they got.
God.
I know. I watched the game long enough to see, bro, from the game, the receiver transition into Lawrence on Insecure. I'm like, hold on, man.
Oh yeah.
But I had stopped watching before he was on the game. I didn't even know he was on there, bro.
Yeah. Him and Low in London, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Lolo.
Yeah, she's not gonna make it though. That's not. She wasn't in the first 3 seasons. Yeah,
I know. I'm
came in
saying
later.
she gotta come eventually, though, right? They're gonna release seasons 9 through 12.
They gonna have to.
Nah, but I know for me, I'm honestly looking forward to all of them, really. Just because man, it's old school black sitcoms, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nowadays, them sitcoms are not the way like how they used to be. Just that good humor, just doing all that type of stuff, man. So I'm looking forward to binging all these shows, man. Giving us some more stuff to watch.
I don't know if I've seen it, but is Martin gonna be on there?
No.
Oh, that's a good
Martin always be on BET already, though.
Yeah, I had no issues watching
have
I'm about to say you can binge
Jamie Foxx. You can see all those.
I'm about to say you can
binge.
binge all them already. They always be on TV.
Netflix. I'm saying go ahead, Netflix. Go ahead, Patreon, BET.
This man Marcus trying to see it on every platform. He need it on Apple TV, YouTube. He need it on.
I can watch Martin 24 hours a day, bro. I don't care.
No cap for real. I can watch Martin.
Is y'all taking Martin over Fresh Prince?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
You said that kind of
like
quick.
Yes.
Yes.
Martin is a fool. Martin is a fool, dog.
Ooh.
Fresh Prince had more dimensions to it though. Fresh Prince like you had the drama. Fresh Prince will make you cry a little bit. They'll
was a
talk
real
about
soap
some
opera.
real deal issues. They ran the gambit.
Fresh Prince was
But that's
black.
it though. It's too much of that.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince got more dynamicism into it.
Yeah, Martin was a real sitcom. Fresh Prince was a black soap opera for real, bro.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince was
Black
I don't
soap
know.
opera.
I wouldn't say that now.
Yeah, Marcus, I think that's a little bit of a
comedy,
stretch,
bro.
my boy.
Oh, man, come
I
on,
said a
man.
black soap opera.
Yeah, I wouldn't throw
like-
Fresh Prince to there, man.
I would. I don't care. That's my
A black
definition of
soap opera.
I mean,
Have you ever seen a soap opera, Marcus?
And
This man
My
might. He might have never
sister watch
seen.
them all the time. My sister and grandma used to watch them all the time, bro.
I said, have you? Not your sister. I'm talking about you, Marcus. Have you ever seen a black soap
I
opera?
might have caught like 5-10 minutes of a couple episodes.
this guy, and he gonna say the whole Fresh Prince is a soap opera.
Right. Over 10 minutes.
Soap opera.
Hey, look, we ain't did it in a minute. Can I get a mute, man?
What? I got the last mute, bro. What you talking about? I got
That
the
is
last
a
mute.
very strong argument for
I'm
a mute.
nominated. Let's do it. Come on.
Wow.
I mean, is everybody okay with Marcus being quiet for a little bit, man?
No, ain't no way.
Marcus, you know you don't got no vote, man.
Get
All
him
right,
outta
cool.
here.
Yes, sir.
You thought you would have learned from the last time, but no.
Black soap opera. Come on, man. Fresh Prince.
Have you ever seen? Right.
What's he talking about, man?
That boy a fool.
This man here.
Oh man,
What
Oh, we
about
got
Jamie
language.
Foxx show? Where y'all put that in there?
that's
Shoot,
top
man.
10.
Jamie Foxx got some good episodes on there too, man. I feel like you really it starts to kind of get into the comedian that's the representative of the show, right? Because you know the show is about ultimately them. So you start kind of getting into who's funnier in their show. Is Martin funnier than Will is in his show? Like, I don't know. I think I kind of have to go with out of the funniest. I would have to say maybe Martin.
Martin is funny.
Overall,
For sure.
I would probably have to say Fresh Prince as an overall sitcom.
Oh yeah, we
That's
can
what I
unmute
would
Marcus,
say.
I guess.
Oh yeah.
Little more back in the game.
Yeah, Marcus, come on, what up, man? I just shouted you out, bro.
Man.
I said Martin. I would say on a comedian level, it's the
it's
funniest.
Cool. It's cool. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing.
I just want to know if you've ever seen a black soap opera. Like, can you name any of the black soap operas?
I can barely name the white soap operas that my sister and grandma watched, bro. I can't even lie to you, bro. I can't even count. What was that major soap opera? I'm not.
You talking about, man? I only know like The Young and the
As the
Restless.
world
Yeah,
turns,
okay, there we
and
go.
Beautiful.
Young and
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I was
named.
Nicholas. He was on one of them shows. My mom told me that's what they named me after one of them guys on one of them shows, bro.
Ain't Greenleaf?
That's
Ain't
You should have
Greenleaf
never
a soap
told
opera?
me that, but
I was about to say, you should have said that.
I
bro.
think so.
Greenleaf.
I did not know that this whole time he was
Greenleaf.
named after a soap opera character.
Yeah,
you think
bro.
Greenleaf is
crazy.
well?
I
Okay.
mean,
okay, I can see Greenleaf as a soap. Yeah.
Greenleaf be having some real stuff on there too, man. It kind of got some soap opera vibes a little bit.
What about that Single
Okay.
Ladies? Y'all remember that show with Lisa Ray and them?
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about.
Single. I feel like that was, I don't know what it was, bro.
No,
I
the
just
song.
watched it because Lisa Ray was on.
I'm thinking
Just-
about living single.
Just to
Nah.
get back to the old school, what's y'all favorite like old school show or like them old school black sitcoms? What's y'all favorite?
Out of all of them,
Out of all, even not just the ones they showing, out of all of them.
Fresh Prince.
Ooh.
I've been about Fresh Prince. That's been me forever.
Fresh Prince, man, all right, bro. They talk about so much stuff.
Damn, I think we was all gonna
Bro.
pick the same one.
I'm about
Nah,
to
I'm
say,
not
bro.
gonna-
I'm gonna say I'm going with Martin. I've been watching Martin since I was legit, bro. Like I love Martin, dog. I've seen every
Said
season probably
Jerome
3,
in
4,
the
5 times.
high.
Bro,
Better watch your mouth.
I know this is me taking this all the way back, bro. But I remember, man, I love Fresh Prince so much at Brownsman Elementary School. I performed the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. I had on a baseball jersey and everything, and I was the Fresh Prince for a day, man. It felt great.
Hey, Kwame, you remember when y'all did that rap battle in 4th grade?
Hey, we ain't got to talk about
I'm about to say.
Hey, no, we gonna talk about it. Tastes good when you drink, man.
Hey, niggas still remember my lyrics since we was 9 years old. I just want y'all to know that.
Hey,
Everybody in the club getting chips.
come on now.
Cheddar cheese, sour cream.
and dip.
Come on now. Come
Don't
on
play
now.
with
That's
him.
when you get him, man. Here you go. Hey, that shit. That's what hard, bro. That's what hard, bro. I let y'all know that man been in the game, bro. He ain't no rookie. He a vet. He been
That
in
was
it.
They'll pay his dues.
Shout out Miss
He a
Fraser.
real baby.
Hey, I'm gonna
That's
tell y'all a
that's
little something about
Hey,
that.
but I ain't gonna lie though. Back to the question that Jack asked. Favorite sitcom.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go with the Fresh Prince, bro. I'm gonna go with the OG, RP OG, man. I'm gonna go with the Bernie Mac show, bro.
Bernie Bill funny as hell.
Come
That
on, man.
was, hey,
America.
that was,
Hey, Bernie
That
was
was a show.
Bernie
Yeah,
hilarious.
you did
bro.
just shake up the.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
would you
Nah,
say, would you say that Bernie is a true sitcom though? Like, do
I
you
mean,
feel like that show?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
What would you classify it as?
I'm thinking about like an audience laugh box. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Bernie, I feel like he took it to a whole nother level because it's just natural. Like, we are the laugh box. That junk always gonna have you laughing.
Okay.
I don't know if I could say it's a old school, like, you know what I'm saying, like that traditional style of a sitcom.
Well, you know, we have a tech team, right? And they just sent me over the classification for the Bernie Mac show, and it is classified as a sitcom with 5 seasons.
We
So,
tripped. We
and
tripped.
there it is.
Hold on. Keenan and
Huh?
Kel.
oh, is that?
Ooh.
We bringing in the Nickelodeon joints.
That's definitely my top 3.
Dang,
Oh, we gonna bring
that
in the
is real.
Nickelodeon joints. That's tough.
That's a different story then. Yeah. Nah, bro.
That's cool though, my brother.
So everybody gonna
That's cool,
switch up. Y'all boys gonna switch up like that?
For the sun.
Nah, I'm still fresh.
Boy, Sanford is so hard
Hey,
too now. No
yeah,
cap.
that's mama's
Come
now.
on,
That's
Pop.
mama's now.
Come on.
That boy Cam mad. You see his
Well,
face? Well, that boy, that's saying for the stuff hard now. Boy, breathe, bro.
Man,
Hey, I got two for y'all. I got two.
Talk to me.
Smart guy.
Disney shows, okay.
And my wife and kids too. I love that show, man.
Okay, that my wife and kids was
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Smart Guy. Smart Guy gone too soon. They only had 3 seasons. It should have been a lot longer.
Yeah, a lot
They ain't
longer.
want to. But he was he was too good of a black dad for TV. They couldn't let that keep going. They had to take my man off air. That man there was a single father raising 3 kids, and all of them was straight. One of them was a genius. Crazy.
So
that
y'all
man
not
was setting an
going.
example.
It's a lot of shows.
We're not gonna give respect to all of us. Oh, y'all didn't.
Come on now. If we gonna talk about, if we just gonna bring in all of them, man, we gotta shout out my boy Steve.
Steve Harvey show underrated, man.
Yeah.
Come
That
on,
was
man.
my show too.
Yeah.
Mr. Hightower.
Bro, it's so
R.I.P.
many black
to Romeo, man.
sitcoms, bro.
R.I.P. Romeo, bro.
That's crazy, bro. And the thing is, they still ride to this day, bro.
Shout out Netflix, man.
That's big. That's big. I want to make sure all of them on there too, now. Y'all hit up Mark. He gonna put all of them on there, man.
They got to cut the bag for that one.
Yeah.
Man, nah, we need our own streaming platform.
While you playing, actually, I think
what?
It's some in the works. It's some in the works. Y'all boys say something.
Jack, you want to say BET Plus?
Don't you
That's
dare.
BET owned by Viacom.
Hey man, BET Plus got all the plays and
BET
stuff.
is owned by Viacom. And Viacom is a white company.
Hey,
Yep.
man. Hey.
Facts.
But don't got nothing no
like you
more.
said, man, it's always
Free
good
Nick
just to
Cannon.
go down memory lane with it. So it's always good. Like you said, right. Nick Cannon, if he got something to work with Oprah on or something like that.
Hey.
So
Hey, I'll be
we'll
down
see
for
what's
that.
going on with it.
Support.
But guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into our first break of the day. Make sure y'all stay kicking it with us on the Never Too Late podcast.
Yes, sir.
Now I just want to know how everybody else got an ad on this show, but your boy, like, what do I got to do to get? Oh, hello. Oh, good morning. Good afternoon, good night. It's your boy Kwame's and Grace. Thank y'all for tuning into the show. You want to know how you can help us out? Friend interact some more. I mean, I know you listen to this podcast thinking, boy, I just want my voice to be heard. Well, every Wednesday at NTL Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, you can go ahead and get yourself a word. I mean, we're going to respond. And I ain't lying. You give us quality enough answers, we'll probably have a special guest fly in. I'm talking about you. Wait, I'm supposed to tell y'all what we got coming up. Cam's Corner, Kwame's Poetry, music picks, a whole bunch of other stuff. This won't be an ordinary podcast, ladies, brohams. And with that said, let's get back to the regularly scheduled program.
So welcome back, everybody, to the Never Too Late podcast, the most lucrative podcast where the insight is all
Gang.
real talk. What's going
Yes,
on,
sir.
everybody? Thank you for staying with us. Let's go ahead and get into that recipe. Let's see what we got cooking up today. So, guys, man, I got some Twituations for you guys, man. So we've been seeing some videos that's been floating around
Trademark.
social media. Guys, the first video I want to talk about, man, I know y'all seen it with the gentleman. It was his girl's birthday. Well, his wife's, I'm not sure what they were. His girl's birthday. And he had a nice little gift for her. She was taking out all the bags and everything like that. Once she finally got to the gift, it was results saying that the child that he thought he had been raising was not his. Guys, how are you reacting to this type of news, man? Talk to me.
Man, you know my first reaction, up to 5. But on a serious note,
Why is it your first reaction?
Right.
y'all should have never gave me one. But anyway, on a serious note, I wouldn't even know what to do. I'd just be so numb. Like, you've been raising this kid for 3 years as yours, and all of a sudden it's going. Like, I can understand him completely not wanting nothing to do even with a child, bro, because it's like you just been lied to for 3 years. 3 years is a long ass time, especially when you're raising a child.
Wait, that was the old dude wife?
That's the thing. I'm not sure
We
if that
don't
was.
know.
I'm about to say I don't know
Yeah,
if
they
that
don't
was
really say.
identified. If you know what I'm saying, if they were wife or if that's just his girl, anything like that. And plus, he also said she had to get out with the kid by the end of the week.
Fiction.
That's a tough situation.
That's
That's a tough
crazy.
situation because like I don't agree with anything she said. And by the way, I think the video was fake. I don't know if he has said that already, but just the situation itself.
Hey, you can tell.
What she was saying, like you love her. Like I don't agree with anything else she said, but that one I would say would be true in a lot of cases. Like even if you find out that's not your kid, like 3 years down the road, y'all already done developed some kind of a bond, and regardless of whether the mom was manipulative or not honest and lied to you, that love is still gonna persist even when you find out the result. So it's hard to really think that I'll be in that situation and be like, both of y'all got to get out immediately. Like it's one thing to want to take revenge against the mom, but the daughter is innocent and all that.
Exactly.
Right,
So what you gonna do? How's the daughter?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I don't know if I'll just immediately be like, both of y'all get out. I didn't say I would raise the daughter, but to immediately put the daughter in a bad situation, like I'm thinking about the child, to immediately put her in a bad situation doesn't really seem fair, even if it means I got to put up with the mom just for a little bit until we can get her and the daughter in a safe situation.
Okay.
That's real. I was about to say, like, when Cam said both of them, I'm like, you can't really say that, bro, because, like, kids is innocent in any situation like that, bro. Kids are innocent. You can't really say that about them. So, but Shouty, she gonna feel the rail. You feel me? Like, it's gonna be, it definitely is just gonna be nothing physical, but as far as you gonna know how I feel, and it's gonna be some things addressed, you feel me, with that whole situation. So, I mean, it's tough. That's a tough situation to be in, but
I ain't gonna count.
I mean, I wouldn't expose Shouty though. Like if it was real.
That video stuff.
That's out the. You ain't no need for all that, but it will be a conversation. That's gonna.
I ain't gonna count. One of our partners have been through this situation before.
Oh,
low key.
Yeah.
Been through the same situation. Literally just shipped the papers off and said, "Hey, that's you."
That's just
like,
hard.
that was it. And I know he still feel it like to this day, like because when I was playing stepdaddy for a little bit, I felt the touch to the kid. So playing real daddy, like to a kid for more than a year, I know you feel a stupid attachment to it. Like there's nothing you can do about that. Like everybody's saying, the kid's innocent, but like how much can you really care for a kid that's not yours after like the mother done something to you? Like, life, man. Like,
yeah.
I was gonna say.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like Cam said, I'm gonna be numb and hurt and whatnot. And like y'all been saying, it's not the kid's fault. So I feel like I'm gonna still be there for that kid, but regardless with the wife or the whatever she was, I'm gonna need some answers. And it's gonna come a time where y'all gotta sit down and actually have that discussion. And she gotta be straightforward with you and be open with you. And then until you get that closure, it's gonna be hard for y'all to even try to co-parent or do whatever you want to do. So at that end of the day, I feel it's gonna be a split household, and that kid gonna be going back and forth, and then it's gonna be that kid dealing with growing up and whatnot. So I don't know. That's a tough situation to be in. So.
Potential, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, do you guys think that she would appreciate that more in a sense of like letting you know, like, hey, this kid might not be yours on the front end? Like, would you rather that type of information be told to you like that, regardless of that it might hurt or anything like that? But at the same time, you don't have the attachment to the kid already. So do you guys think that that's something that you would want to be told on the front end, that there's a possibility that this is not your child?
Of course.
You got
to. Definitely on the front end.
But how many women are gonna do that? Every chick,
it's tough. That's what I'm saying. It's
if,
tough, man. Girls
if a
trap,
man feels like it, exactly. They automatically gonna be like, are you trying me? Like this is your kid. Like that's a hard battle to fight, bro.
Right.
Well.
But honestly, to be real about it, like it's something that if you want the legal papers to be in place, it's gonna have to be done. Like if y'all not on that, if you want the legal papers, like the court mandates that take place before anything can happen like that. You feel me? So that's something that you got to keep in effect too.
What you talking about,
And
like
if
child
you
support?
Yeah, like anything like that or anything like that. But even if naturally, like if you just have that feeling, it's gonna be a conversation that's gonna be had. It's gonna be addressed. It's gonna be brought up, and it's up to them too to take care of that. How y'all need to take care of that.
Yeah, and if you have doubts, for your peace of mind, if you need to take a test, do a test, man, and try not to wait. There have been cases where they found out the kid was not the father's or so-called fathers, and he still had to pay child support even after the courts like found out that it wasn't his kid. So you want to find that out earlier rather than later. Save yourself that heartache too.
Man, ladies, man, if y'all should tell the truth, bro. If you listen to this podcast and you messing with two dudes, bro, just be straight up, bro. Y'all need to take some accountability when it comes to that baby daddy trapping, bro, because that joint really lame.
Talk to him. Uh-oh.
We can't fight that.
And it don't hurt nothing but the kid though. Like that's what you need to understand.
Yeah,
It don't hurt
honestly.
nothing but the kid.
Like I said, if a lot of that stuff is out of the child's control, man.
All right.
That's sad.
At the end of the day, they're the future.
Be hurt.
Absolutely.
What's going on? What else going on? I'm about to say what else going on that.
Yeah,
Twitch
man. I got you. So in this
Mm-hmm.
other video that we saw, man, so a guy, he was with his mom riding around, he was going to pick up his wife. When he went to go pick up his wife, mom was in the front seat. Wife was like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, I need you to get to the back seat. Mom said she ain't budging. So guys, talk to me, man. What's going on with this wife versus mom situation? Like, what would you have done in this during this time?
Wasn't it the wife's car or something? Or it was like their car?
Another layer, wife's car.
Oh, that's an easy decision. I ain't finna have my car my mama get to the back. You gotta this her car. Like, come on now.
If she the owner,
car.
decision right there.
Exactly.
I was say that's easy. And even then, I feel like in that video, there's like some history going on with them. Like they got something going on behind the scenes that happened.
I don't feel like it was real. I thought it was another fake video.
We thought it was fake. Oh. But it happens though. Either way,
a lot of this stuff.
Let's say despite the video, like what are you doing in that situation?
Right.
The wife still gets the seat.
My wife is going to get that seat. Sorry, Mom.
The wife get the seat, but you're not gonna talk crazy to my mama like that.
Come on, talk real.
Now you really tripping. You going a little too personal now. Like, of course your wife's supposed to get that front seat. That's your wife.
Yeah, but if it gets to the point where like your wife's saying something and your mom's still not getting up, like at that point your mom is being disrespectful. So you got to check her and not make your wife do it.
So at the end of the day, you as the man in that situation, with this being the woman that brought you into this world and this being the woman that you spend the rest of your life with, it's your job to diffuse that situation off real.
That was good.
Yeah, y'all a family unit now.
Mm-hmm.
That's your ride or die.
You got to get up out that car, open that front door.
As a matter of fact, you know what? Shit, I sit in the back for real. If both of y'all want to sit in the front, somebody drive. I get in the back.
Home.
You know what I'm saying?
Both of them got to get in the back.
Okay. Now we talking. Since y'all want to be, I was gonna say y'all want to be childish. Y'all want to be childish. Everybody, I got some boosters back there too. What about in the boosters?
Stupid.
Nah, man. I mean that makes sense though. I know definitely, guys. You just want to make sure that you have a good, that your wife and your mom have a good chemistry. At least if they are able to be cordial with one another. Because I know every wife and every mom-in-law don't get along. It's not, it doesn't happen all the time. But if they had a respect level, I feel like that whole conversation of the guy stepping in could have went very easily.
Yeah, fellas, you got to do that, man. Like, if your mom encroaching on y'all relationship, you got to be the one to check it. Because if your wife got to be the one to do it, that's only going to cause more friction. So you got to be able to step in either direction. You got to be able to know your wife is in the priority. Make sure you address that.
Okay, man. For all y'all Jodies out there, y'all baby boys, get your mouth off the titty, man. Grow up.
Talk to him.
Real talk.
It's about time, bro.
You don't put
me out,
mama.
You can't
put me out, mama.
You can't pledge your life to another woman, bro, and still be hanging on to that little nipple.
Right.
You can't do that.
There you go.
You gotta grow up.
All right.
That's true, man. But guys, that's all I got for us on some Twituations that we had going on. There's some videos that I seen out there on social media. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our last break of this episode. And when we come back, we got some Get Your Man. So make sure y'all stay kicking it with us on that NTL podcast.
Yes, sir. Oh, shoot. I did not see you right there. But since you're here, you ever felt like it was too late to get on your game? You felt like it was too late to get in your bag, though? Well, this is young Marco with the NTL podcast, man. I'm here to let you know that it's never too late. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's never too late to shoot that shot. And it's definitely never too late to get in your bag, get in your stash. You dig what I'm saying? With that being said, it's never too late to copy your merch. It's never too late. Yo, we got the long sleeve, short sleeve, 100% cotton, made to give you that NTL feeling, merch in stock. Hit us on the Instagram at the NTL podcast. Hit us in the DMs and inquire about getting your merch today. Also, hit us on the Spotify and the YouTube. You know, like, subscribe, comment. Let us know. We about to play in a minute, bro. It's never too late to get your butt tapped on the pool table. You did? I know. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment, man. Let us know what the streets want to hear. We're going to make sure we keep giving y'all that fire content. Love. Let go, man. Let go, man.
Can I get a Get Your Mans, please? Get Your Mans, Terry Crews, Terry Coons. What is wrong with this boy? Why is man putting out tweets talking about conquer our own negativity? Boy, if you don't get your ugly coon. Boy, okay. We've been talking about how Terry Crews been cooning this whole time, bro. White Chicks clearly was a documented role, like that's autobiography.
That was him. He's stupid. For real.
What's wrong with dude? What's wrong with dude?
Can somebody say get out? Like, West stuck. He's
Hey,
stuck
man.
in that road, bro.
Hey, bring back Julius from Everybody Hates Chris, man.
Nah,
Yeah.
God,
he was real. Yeah. Most respectable role you ever had.
That's the last time I seen a real Terry. Well, unless this the real Terry Crews.
This the real one.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah.
Latrell is the real Terry Crews.
Trail.
Free will. This man.
Everything he says so whitewashed, bro. Just
You just need to stop talking.
Man, stop being loyal to the money, man.
say it again, Marco.
Stop being loyal to the money, man.
That's what you're doing. You're trying to please
That's all
everybody.
it is.
Thank you.
You can't please everybody,
Please
bro.
everybody.
Yeah, some people just don't get it. And it's sad that you one of us. Like you dealing with the same stuff. How you don't get it? How you blind to your own situation?
Right.
It's sad.
And I feel as if like just because you put an acronym with Coon, I still don't want to be called Coon, even though it got this acronym to it.
He thought he was pot.
Like,
That's like somebody trying to put an acronym on. Somebody.
He thought he was pot.
So you gonna do next? Make an acronym for nigga? Like, come
For
on,
slave.
I'm
Come
talking
on,
right.
Coon is one of the worst. That's one of the worst.
Damn, bro.
That's one of the worst to be called. Like it's one thing. I'd rather be a nigga than a coon. Like that's just that's out of pocket. Yeah, that's just like that means not only are you not respected by other races, but you're not even respected by your own people. They calling you a coon. Like that.
You don't even
out.
Respect yourself. Like you're not even respected by yourself.
That's self-hate. It's self-hate.
Come on, man. Be better than that.
Somebody get that man, please. Get out of here.
I like what you said. He need to get out, man.
This man been taking
He in
this
a
whole
sunken place.
segment. I just want y'all to know that, bro.
I've been thinking of Marion this whole time. Doom. I got
Get him out of
ice
here.
box.
Get him out of here.
Get him out, man.
Yeah, man. That man somebody need to go sit down with him.
So dumbass boy.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into a more serious note right now, man. Let's get into some brochal studies. Jack, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that guy to you, man. What's up?
All right, yeah. So I wanted to talk about the NBA and little bubble that they got going, and I wanted to get everybody's opinion on whether they should or shouldn't have kept this league going. Like, I understand, the players want to play, that's how they make their living, but there are a lot of players saying maybe we shouldn't play because of, the situation at hand. We need to focus our energy there. And I mean, I get the point of them, bringing attention to those social issues while they're playing. So I want to get you guys' opinion on whether, they're doing the right thing by still playing and bringing these issues to attention.
Starting off, I'm not even really entertained by this whole bubble league to begin with, personally. It's not really something. It's not the same. It don't feel the same to me. And then it also feels kind of commercialized because they over here adding BLM and Black Lives Matter to like the court or like whatever they're doing and whatnot on the seats and the shirts and whatnot. But are they actually doing action? Like, you can put it on a shirt, and I feel like it's just more so, like we all been saying this past episode, it's more so like a money thing and whatnot. It's just a thing just to bring the profits and the views up for the NBA as a whole, but it's not really bringing attention to the situations at hand, kind of, sort of. Maybe individually some players are doing something outside that we don't know about, but I feel like the NBA's interest is not at the best, to make sense.
Yeah, back off Jordan, exactly right. Pandering. They're just trying to pander to black people. Now, some people gonna fall for it. Some people gonna see right through it. Just whatever you decide to see. I understand, and I'm kind of on the fence about it, but I do understand that not everybody's LeBron, not everybody Anthony Davis. There are some guys lower there on the roster that have to take care of their families and need to get paid. So while it's a lot going on, it's still some dudes that really got to eat and take care of their family, so they got to play.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah.
I feel like the message not even like really getting across as much as we wanted to. Like Cam said, the pandering, like, clearly we get that, you can start the league back and be like, oh, we're all for reform and stuff like that. But like Mike Conley on the back of his jersey literally said, I am a man. What's the point he trying to portray here? We are men. Even the white people, the racist folks, like, oh, we know that, nigga, man. You're a man. Like, what is that saying? The point is getting lost, bro.
I feel like it's a thin line because, like Kim said, there are players that are doing their part. They have that platform. Their platform is established, and they can get it out to people who aren't as into it and in the trenches as we are. You understand? So I do appreciate it for that aspect. What I will say is it's the players that's been through these situations, that experienced this systematic racism. It's their job to do what they can for the community. So if that means going in a bubble and playing some games so that you can provide money for these organizations and for these communities, then I'm all for it, because that's what I would do if I was in their shoes. You understand?
Robin Hood type jump?
In a sense, because it's like they're gonna find a way to make their money regardless. Folks is gonna play. Folks is gonna tune in. So if folks is gonna tune in, you might as well have the message out there, get that money, and then appropriate that money into the movement and into the communities that need it.
But at the same time, folks gonna tune in as long as there's something to tune into. So if the top players and the top talent said, nah, we're not playing and we not gonna play till y'all make some changes, that has a lot of leverage and a lot of weight that, can really bring about change. So I can see it both ways. I can see it, them leveraging that ability and not playing to be able to have a bigger impact. Because, as long as the game is still going on, they'll sit through the Black Lives Matter even if they don't agree with it. They'll listen to the interviews where they're talking about it. As long as you keep playing, they can still make their bets. They can still pay their staff. They can still do this, that, and the third. There's always going to be an incentive to not give you what you want because they can still function in relatively normal sense. So I get just pretty much stopping them from the source so they can't even get to it.
Bro, it's nothing for them to fast forward through them interviews, mute them little commercials that Nike trying to put on. Like, white people go, like, racist, no, not just white people. Racist gonna be racist, regardless. They like, bro, okay, you got peace on the back of your jersey. Give me a 30-piece, bro. I need to see you score buckets. It don't matter, bro. It really don't. Kyrie been a superhero, though, bro. Shout out to Reed, bro.
I was gonna say, like, those players like Kyrie that put their money into that community. What's up? I'm good. You good?
I act like a goat.
You the goat. You are a goat. Now go out there and do goat stuff. But yeah, man.
He did.
Shouts out to the youngin, man. But yeah, bro. Like I said, it's a thin line, dog. Like it's really a thin line. Cause I really can't say what I would do in that situation.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't blame either way.
Yeah.
I gotta agree with Marcus, man. I definitely think it's a thin line because also at the same time too with the NBA, man. I'm somebody, man. I feel everything that everybody is saying. I absolutely agree with it. But I know for me, I like watching the games, man. I feel as if like the fact that something is back, that it at least feels some type of a little bit back to how normal things are, man. Like it's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and this type of seeing the fact that they're in this bubble and all these cases and stuff aren't reported. I know it's not where we are, you know, we're not at that resort and stuff, but just to hear some good news, like just to see some basketball back on the TV, like just to see something good throughout all of this. I get what, you know what I'm saying? Like I get what y'all are saying too.
That's the trap, though, Nick. That's the trap. For you to think that something is back to normal so that we not really in the field like how we just was when it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
That's
saying,
how they get you.
but what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that I feel as if like everything is completely normal, because again, I still address the fact that I know everything that is going on right now. I'm just saying for about 2 hours or however long a game is out of your day, you can just kind of get away from, well, not even get away from it, because even now, like you said, with the commercials, everything is still on there. I know it's not elevated to the platform that we wanted to, but it's only so much that the NBA can do with a game.
And like, think about it, bro. Put yourself back in, 9th, 10th grade, bro, when you balling and you want to see them athletes go crazy to get some inspiration. Like, they're not playing for them white. They're not playing for them white folks. Them white folks gonna find a way to benefit off it. But they playing for them kids that look like them, that's in that situation that they was in, that need that kind of hope, that inspiration. And so, like, that's why it's like, it's tough. It's about who you play for.
It's tough.
But
man.
I think the biggest situation is, if you really care about those same kids, then we need to do the best we can to make sure that they're respected universally. And that means promoting the Black movement and Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Yeah, we can inspire them to go to the NBA, but if we really want change for the entire race, and not just the athletes that are coming up, not just the people who need the inspiration, but actual institutional policy change that can really lead to them getting a better life, then, you know, that may be the sacrifice we need to make for now. You know, it's maybe sacrificing progress for now for progress, you know, longer, you know, 10 years from now, sustainable change. We're trying to
do,
like,
how's a kid like Zion? How's a kid like Zion, like Zoe, that's playing right now and getting that check? How are they going to start and institutionalize programs in their community if they don't have the funds for it?
Bro,
I'm going to piggyback off of that question, Mark. Go ahead, Kwame.
Well, them two, they got endorsements. So they got money already. Like, they got bread. Now, maybe like a lesser known rookie. Now, have y'all seen, Matisse Thybulle is a rookies player. He documents everything that's going on within the blogs. And like him, Tobias Harris, Kyle O'Quinn, they literally came up with a thing during his vlogs. They just say, educate yourself. And like just something that simple starts a conversation. Like it's literally the platform that you own, bro. Like you can be a rookie, but you're known, bro. You're known. So like the productivity that you put towards like awareness can be way more productive in the long run than the productivity you putting on for these white people in this league. That's my take on it.
That's real, and that's real.
I can say,
because I was just gonna ask, just going back to that, man. It's just like, do you guys feel as if like it is an NBA player's responsibility to do exactly what it is that you guys are saying right now? For the time that he has to clock in to go to his job to play the game of basketball. Like I said, it's not like the NBA players are not saying anything, that they're not trying to use their platforms in a different way. But do you think that it's their responsibility to do what you guys are kind of like holding them to?
Well, this isn't really a responsibility or accountability thing. This is like what would be better for the move, better for the people, rather than should they, or is this their responsible? It's like what will actually be better? Because, you know, it's just like the debate of, is this bringing attention to it better than not playing wood? It's not necessarily saying they need to do that. Because I get it. It's not like like I go to work every day. I'm not, boycotting my job saying, no, I ain't, to black people. Like, I get it. I definitely understand playing for yourself. But I'm just thinking about, like, when are us as a race, as a whole, gonna one day say, these short-term games and this, I'm gonna make it rich so I can take care of my family. When are we gonna trade that in?
All right, guys, let's go ahead and close this thing out. Jordan, go ahead, man. It is your time this week. Give us some word, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So today's devotion is called The Peace of Christ. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. And that is John 14, verse 27. So have you ever been out during a sea storm? Those who have been out there say it's very frightening. The waves churn, thunder rolls, and lightning flashes. Yet 100 feet beneath the surface of water, all is calm and serene. The peace of Christ is like that. It is not the absence of difficulty and stress, but a deep calm in spite of the storm of life. The night before Jesus went to the cross, he gave his disciples the words in John 14:27. He was not saying that all their circumstances would be calm and serene. On the contrary, the disciples' lives were about to be turned upside down. However, Jesus told them that his peace was available to them to sustain them through the tears and their trials. Did you know that the Lord offers us the same peace? He does. However, it is something that we must choose. We can either follow our Lord's command to let your not be troubled, to let your heart not be troubled, or we can choose to embrace worry and fear. All of us as humans experience times of anxiousness, fear, and turmoil because of difficult situations. However, we must not let those feelings dominate us. Instead, we can choose the peace of Jesus Christ. If your heart is troubled, surrender every fear and anxiety through the hands of our loving and gracious Lord, and also allow him to guard your heart with his peace. Amen.
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 Man, brother.
Good job, man. That was great. Fellas, you already know what time it is, man. Another episode in the books. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, quick shout out. We talked about him earlier, but Kyrie pledged that $1.5 million to help out the WNBA stars. So shout out that boy Kyrie, man. That's
Shouts out to WNBA too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Miss Powers, bro. Y'all not gonna disrespect. We're not gonna talk about that.
And shout out to Maya Moore too, man. Like, she not getting nearly as
You know what I'm
much.
saying?
If Braun was doing what she was doing, he'd be like huge with this, bro. Maya Moore, she really putting in that footwork, man. For real.
That's real.
Absolutely, bro. So, man, everybody that's watching, y'all see what we got on. Y'all see it. Make sure y'all supporting that merch, man. Make sure y'all checking us out on the Instagram page at NTL Podcast. Follow us on Spotify at the Never Too Late Podcast. Spell that guy all the way out. Guys, we are also on Apple Podcasts as well, too. Apple Music. And, guys, just make sure y'all kicking it with us always. Make sure you're telling a friend as well, too. So, unless anybody else got anything else they need to say, it's your boy, Mr. Nick Cross, signing off, man.
Okay, MHK, I'm out.
This is your boy Malcolm X signing off.
Oh, my God.
It's your boy. Hey, it's your boy Jay here. It's getting dark outside, but I'm out.
The young bull, young Marco, man, with the other young bull, young Marco 2 times.
Hey.
Hey, shout out my few over there, man. It's your boy Kwame's and Grace. We out of here.
Peace.
Next week.